Hello, captains. It's me, TONIK TZW. I'm here in the Tier 7 Premium Pan-European Destroyer, the Friesland. I did a video on this a long time ago for somebody that I knew in the Netherlands, and I can't remember who it was, so let me know in the comments if it was you. Somebody asked me to do some videos on the Friesland and what I thought about it, and to be honest, it is absolutely not my first choice of destroyer at Tier 7 because you're going to get matched with Tier 6. You're going to get matched with everything at Tier 7. You're going to get potentially matched with everything at Tier 8. There are much better destroyers out there in those tiers than the Friesland. The Friesland is a bit of a one-trick pony, and the ridiculous thing about it is it has no torpedoes. So don't be tempted to go into the store and buy the Friesland if you're looking for a premium Tier 7 destroyer. Yep, you got no torpedoes. Now, I thought my stats were pretty crap in this. They're slightly above average, but I can't say I've ever really had any hugely amazing games in this ship. Everything seems to be average, above average, or sometimes I get absolutely snotted at the beginning of a game by something that I'd much rather be playing instead of the Friesland. But we got two games here for you. One is pretty fast and furious, and the other one is a bit more tactical thinking man's game. And I abandon a cap, but there's a very good reason for it. But you've got to wait until game 2 to see that one. Now, I did change my build even in between recording a couple of games in this one, so I can't remember exactly what build is on it, but I think this one has the full AA build, including the commander skill for additional AA damage, and I thought I'd be knocking down more than one plane as he flies straight across the top of me. What I'll have to do for now, I've no doubt that we will get some more at some point in the game. But here we go. We have got something on a cap, so let's push in. And there is a destroyer somewhere there with me. There he is. And I'm thinking, okay, well, if they have one destroyer on this cap and we've got two, then there's a good chance that A, we kill him and we both survive, or B, we kill him and one of us survives, and hopefully not, C, he kills us both and he survives. That would be the worst outcome potentially here, but I am spotted, but it is another Friesland, and for some reason it locks the bloody key. We've only got two turrets, one front, one rear, and you see me get badly positioned here because in trying to stay skinny, running sonar, he's on sonar, I'm on sonar, it's yeah, to me, to you, to you, to me. But we have got two destroyers piling on here. There is more fire going in, and I'm going to save the repair on that until such time as he is dead. The key can still see me, so we're going to pull a 180, back off a little bit, go dark. Look at that. It's battleships shooting at destroyers, and they're not done yet because there's more shells come from the other side of the bloody map. I'm linking up. There's some more, and some more, you know. What is going on here? There are battleships and things shooting at destroyers. How very dare they? Battleships don't do that, do they? Well, Bismarck there, I'm thinking, big secondaries, might not want to get too close to him, but the key is a bit overextended. He's lost his destroyer. I know he's got torpedoes, but with some time left on our smoke screen, we're going to pop some shots at him too. We are contested, but we can see that it is the key, and if he dies and the cap starts to turn in our favour, then we know that there's no more ships out here. There you go, little bit of a trick, there you go, cap no longer contested, and oh look, Billy Bismarck is nearby. He's running one of the Halloween skins. Now, I don't know what's best to use on this. I don't know what is a really good build for the Friesland. So if you play the Friesland a lot and you have a really good build for it, let me know so I can take it out and give it a go and see if it's better for me than this current build. I imagine it will be if you're a regular Friesland player. But here we go. Z46 comes in. Oh dear. what do we do here? We've got AP loaded because we were gonna go through the superstructure of the Bismarck. But watching the chunks of health disappear from this guy, I'm thinking, okay, well maybe I need to stick with this AP because this guy is absolutely melting. And there we go, he's gone.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
Be rattling through as fast as we can fire our guns, and the Bismarck out there is a million miles away. I'm not getting shot at by secondaries, so he can't have a secondary build on it, although I've dropped detection now. Bismarck goes out of the game. Probably a dumb idea to go sailing through the middle of the map when you're being crossfired from two directions, as well as being tanked from the front. But some people will never learn, will they? And just to prove that some people will never learn, even though I don't have a sonar available, even though I don't have a smoke screen available, I am going to sail into the middle of B cap because caps are king, and caps are where the XP is in a destroyer, and it will drag your backside up the leaderboards for base XP if you take them. If you take them, if you help in taking them, or if you stop the red team from taking them, if you get those cap defend flags. So it's been interesting to see actually cruisers and battleships pushing in and supporting destroyers. I've been on my free to play account this week, so apologies if I've been twatting you off the map in my British destroyers on there. But I am running an Icarus with 5.7 concealment, so on the most part, it's not like you can't see me before I see you. It just so happens that in most of the outcomes, I've been coming out top. And there's going to be quite a few little dev strikes and dopes in the smoke. So I've got to do a compilation because I haven't done one for ages. And I deleted a ton of old videos from the back end of last year. Um, but at the same time, I've been racking up the dev strikes, the first bloods, and the double strikes as quick as I can save them to the PlayStation. And we just decided to chip in on the damage here, and it's game over. One ship left. That was fast and furious. It was absolutely bonkers. 37,500 damage, couple of kills, couple of kill assists, couple of cap defends, a cap assist there, and what was it? One aeroplane shut down. But we put ourselves top of the leaderboard, so I'm like, okay, I'm happy with that. But it was a short video, so we'll have a game two, shall we? So bear with me, and we load up for game two. Right, and here we go with game two. We're in shards. It's domination again, and lo and behold, we spawn on B cap. But look at that division there on red team. That's got a player from the Waza fleet, and they've got quite a hefty division with a Lenin, a Mainz CE, and a Lightning. Now, you know I like to play the Lightning. It's a great destroyer. The British line is a great line to go up if you're new to the game at the low tier. They're very agile. They're very, very good play, and you want to get up there if you want to have the lightning and the daring, which is a very good legendary tier destroyer. But you'll see on Friday night that I may have a new favorite at legendary tier. Now, knowing the way the game works, I expect the division to be put into place opposite me, and running into a lightning supported by a Mainz CE is not something that I'm going to do. This is a rare occasion you're going to see me do this, but I am going to abandon B cap. I did ask the cruiser for support and received a negative for that, so absolutely not going anywhere near B cap without any support, because I know there is going to be a fully supportive division opposite me, and that would just lead to instant death. So we've got a Z-31 across here. He's quite a tanky German destroyer. They are quite tough. Little note for the new players, that secondary line of German destroyers are quite heavily armored. So if you've got them broadside, forget the high explosive and trying to set fire to them and knock engines and things out. Go armor piercing and basically punch holes through them. You'll do a lot better than just with HE alone. Now, knowing that the lightning is on a cap, it leaves a split decision as to which destroyer is on this cap, but looking at the fire that's coming out, it's something that's rather rapid with the guns. And the team list did have a Grum on that side. And as we come around the smoke, come around the corner, we see the smoke screen, and I am going to call for assistance. I'm going to run my sonar as I go into the cap, expecting perhaps that Z31 to come in and help me. There is a carrier in the game as well, but he's focused on Bravo Cap, obviously trying to flush that division out from behind the islands. And we are going to continue our push. We've got our smoke screen ready. We're keeping an eye on where the shots are coming from. There's the Grom, and we are going to go guns on him. Now we do get spotted, and I'm immediately thinking, where has that come from? Has the Grum come out of the smoke? No, it looks like the battleship has me spotted from behind the Grum smoke screen. But going guns on this guy, we get rid of him, but the Turpets has also come around the corner there. So straight away, in a split second, we're switching fire to that Turpets. We're looking at the range. We're knowing that we are likely in torpedo range for that Turpets. So we're going to back up through the smoke, try and get some fire onto this guy, and take him down for damage. Railing on him. That's a definite turn for torpedoes. We know they're coming. We're shuffling in the smoke. There is additional fire going onto him, and there we go. That is why you do not sit static in a smoke screen. I would have liked to have been a little bit more bow in to that Turpets, knowing that the torpedoes are coming. But the Friesland only has 2 turrets, and yeah, it's only got 2 turrets. There are 4 guns, but you do need to open up the side of the ship a little bit to get both turrets on there. Now, I didn't switch to armor piercing here, and I didn't do much armor piercing firing in this entire game. I wasn't very confident as to how much damage I would do, and given that the fires had been damage controlled, getting another fire on them and then getting the hell out of dodge after taking the cap was going to probably be the best solution there. The Z31 who spawned on this cap didn't even make it into the cap for an assist. This was a solo cap. We know there's a North Carolina out here on the right flank, but we don't know if he's hiding behind the corner of the island, so we're going to cut out to the side of this cap, head back towards Bravo. There he is. He's a long way out, and I'm going to put a couple of shots out, knowing that I can drop detection again as we go past this little island. So here we go, shots going out. Are we going to be lucky enough for fire? I doubt it very much indeed, but we aren't spotted from Bravo, and if we look at our detection ring, we can see that it means that they're obviously either behind the islands on the other side of the cap, or they've moved away from that cap. And there is the Lenin pushing in. Got a little bit of the post-Christmas sniffles. One of the things that I really don't like about the Friesland is the arcs. Sometimes it's good because you can get across to targets that are on the other side of low islands, but at range like this, it seems like it takes forever for those shells to get through the air. They look very, very floaty, and although we are absolutely wailing on this guy, there's probably 20 shells or more in the air at the same time. With this guy messing around with his engine speed, he's turning towards us, he's turning out from us. It's a little bit difficult, as you can see for me here, to get shots on target. But there is fire coming in from behind, which is a great help. We're going to stay piling onto this guy. We're wary of the fact that we're heading towards B-Cap, where that division spawned. And here we're just trying to lead him enough, but we're having to aim outside of the map to drop those shots onto him, and it appears to throw the guns out a little bit. The shells seem to be going a little bit too far. Difficult to get the hits on there, but we get another fire. We're going to stay on him, even though that's going to tick him. We know that everybody else is after cheap kills now, but we are going to take
Enemy
that
battleship
one
spotted.
for the team. So I think that is 3 kills now on a cap that wasn't mine, and the 2 ships that actually spawned on this cap are sailing around behind me. Uh, I don't actually know what happens to the Z-31, to be honest. But we're now going to push across back towards Bravo. Did the Z-31 head across there and take Bravo cap? There's certainly a destroyer across there. So did he just leave me to sort out his mess and go and take care of B cap once the division had moved away from it? I don't know, but we got 2 caps, 2 red teams, 1. We're going to continue to push over, spot for the team, and we're going to see what else we can do to bring victory to Blues. We're even on ships. We do have a lead because of the caps, but it is not a huge lead. It's 100 points, let's say. But there is the Lennon. We can see that he is burning, and we are going to slow down. Somebody else must have line of sight on him. We pop our smoke screen. We're going to go back onto the guns. We're going to try and add to his pain. Now, I don't know if potentially he's running will to rebuild with the lightning sailing round beside him, but we're trying to get the drop on this guy, try and get another fire. Again, it seems really, really difficult to get these shots landing. But we take down a plane. I don't know if that was from the carrier or a spotter plane. Torpedoes go in from our carrier. There's a hit. This guy's low health. I'm thinking this is kill number 4. We're potentially on to push a Kraken in this one. He's burning. We get the fire. He disappears out of line of sight. Our carrier is at the other end of there. There's the mines. He's taking torpedoes, and somebody is, I think, going to finish him off as well. So 2 low health ships there. Z-31 takes out the mines. So he did basically go back from C and across to B. So he's obviously got himself a solo cap as well. But the Lenin is there. Torpedoes are running out. We can forget about him. And then I get a detected ribbon, and I'm looking. I'm like, okay, it's the lightning. And I completely miss initially the carrier out here on the edge of the map, the Lexington. And he's in range, and he's coming in on me with torpedo bombers. So we're going to turn into these bombers, try and force them to drop early, get our bow in. And by forcing them to drop early, the torpedoes have got a wider spread, and we're going to try and get through those. We're feeling safe. We have got a full AA build on this one, so I'm quite confident that we're going to be knocking his planes down and not entirely at his mercy. But there's a full salvo in from one ship, and I'm just looking, and it's the Jean Bart who's behind us. And I'm thinking, well, listen, there's still a couple of other ships there in the middle of the map that need taken care of. I've got this guy taken care of, and whittling him down again, trying to drift those shots on, but we are getting to the edge of the map. He puts another salvo in there and does absolutely nothing to it. And I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be my 4th kill. My shells start going a little bit all over the place again, but obviously JB, there's 10 hit points left on that Lexington, and he needs to get himself a kill, doesn't he? So there you go. Awesome job, mate. Awesome job. Worth the hit points. So we get an absolute fisting for that one. I think we got a fisting for the Lenin as well. There's a destroyer and a battleship left. DD is on Bravo Cub, so we're going to swing it round and head back to the center of the map. We lose our engine momentarily, but we've taken down, what, 22 planes now, and the AA is still going, but it is game over. So, very much a gunboat. I think we were robbed of a kill or 2 there. Definitely robbed of 1 and potentially missed out on the other. So it could have been a cracking game, but 3 kills is still the highest that I've had for the Friesland. 32.56 on the base XP. There's the JB with his cheap 2nd kill to his name. And there are my stats. I didn't think I played this ship a lot, but 116 battles. Um, when you consider I've played more than 20,000 games, it isn't a huge amount. But I try to move between all the different classes and all the different ships and give everything a go because if you know how to play a ship, then you know how to counter it as well. So I hope you've enjoyed that little showcase of the Friesland in my hands. Not the greatest, but not the worst. Don't forget, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, let me know what your build is on the Friesland and how you run it. And as always, until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.